Hello everyone and welcome to this class. Thank you for being here. So this class will be about posture again. So Suzanne said two very beautiful things about posture in her class. She walked us through the posture as being an altar of our own body. So feeling that each part of our body is sacred. And when we establish our meditation posture, we slowly get into feeling how precious this body is and how this body can be useful for your meditation practice. Not an obstacle, but actually an extra tool to support your practice. And she gave us a few types of meditation posture according to our temperament, according to the state we're in at that very time, and so that we can eventually modify or change our posture according to the state we're in. In this class, we will explore what a foundation is. So from Suzanne, we learned the foundation in the pelvic area. So she said that the foundation has to be well-rooted and steady. Because when it is steady and well-rooted, then the meditation posture becomes in itself the hub where you can find quietude, where you can find rest. So the more the physical posture is steady and the more you feel free to stay longer in your practice. So I would like you for a few minutes to rest in the posture in the pelvis, because later on we will experience different levels of foundation, not just in the pelvis, but also at the level of the diaphragm, the level of the heart, and then at the level of the collarbones. But for the time being, just find your steady posture in the pelvis. So to do that, you can prop yourself up, as Suzanne said. So use as many props as you like, so that your hip creases are a little higher than your knees. And then you can roll your thighs in by using both hands. You can stick your sitting bones a little bit away from you by moving your torso forward. And then bring your belly, your abdomen back to the spine. Allow your sitting bones to rest down on your seat beneath you, and then extend your side body long. Yeah, very nicely. And then allow your collarbones and your throat to gently move back and down. Good. In this way, you will see that your neck extends and your head is exactly in line with your spine. Very nice. So gently close your eyes now and exhale your breath and allow your sitting bones to rest, to root down towards your seat, towards the earth beneath you. So for the time being, just use your exhalation. With long exhalations, allow the sitting bones to root. Allow the widening sensation in the pelvis to settle your posture down to the floor. So every time you release, there is a sense of being connected with the earth beneath you. It's a very ancestral feeling. It's a feeling of being held by the element of earth just beneath you. So you're not separate from the earth, but you're actually belonging to it. The element of earth within the body is meeting with the element of earth beneath you. And this gives you a feeling of being there, of sharing this stability with the earth. And when you have settled into your pelvic area, into your sitting bones, into your legs, just allow your inhalation to extend your spine upward. And very gently move the front of the body slightly backward towards the back of the body so that you feel connected also with the space behind you. It's like having a pillow where you can rest actually behind you. And then return to your natural breath and follow your breath in and out of the physical body. So your body becomes the container for the breath to move. And the more the container is well established, the more the container is broad, the more the breath feels welcome. That's why we set our posture so carefully. Because it's not just about the inner body, it's about the feeling that we energetically, we sort of reside, we sort of rest in the frame of the posture. And the breath can move gently and naturally, very easily. And without forcing your breath, you can simply feel that your inhalation and your exhalation have an equal length. So you want the inhalation to be as long as the exhalation, without trying to modify or change the flow. It's just your awareness that tries to feel if it is equal. And if it is not, that's fine too. You just acknowledge that one of the two is longer than the other. But you stay with the breath. Just acknowledge how you feel about it, and how powerful being in your proper posture feels like. How a proper posture can empower you in meditation. And then very, very gently open your eyes again and just take less than a minute to jot down what your experience was of being in your body through breath. So use this time to just jot it down. it's important to sort of capture the experience when the experience is so fresh. So just after you sat for meditation, you take a couple of minutes to just write down what your experience was and how you felt about it. Very good. Now we will explore the different foundations of the body. This is something that I have personally experienced through my years of practice, that when we talk about foundation, we are not just talking about the lower foundation, which is located in the pelvis, but we are actually talking about a middle foundation, which is located around the chest area, around the diaphragm area, and then a foundation that is located actually at the collarbone level, which is what I call the higher foundation, the top foundation. So place your hands at the level of your diaphragm on the rib cage, approximately around the floating ribs area, and simply breathe there. Breathe into your hands. So you can feel that when you're breathing, the ribs are opening to meet your hands. And when you're exhaling, they are sort of softening away from the hands. And even in this case, try to favor the exhalation and have the feeling that you're actually rooting down at this level. So you're actually allowing this area of the body to soften, to rest, actually on top of the pelvis. And then do the same with the area of your collarbones. You can place your hands around the collarbone area and inhale there, and when you exhale, just soften it down. And the more you do that, probably the more you feel free in your neck, free in your head. So the way I feel it is that the pelvis gives you a sense of steadiness and stability. The heart center gives you a sense of being welcome in the posture. So it gives you a sense of being emotionally held. And then the top, the collarbones and the upper palate, give you a sense of that you actually can extend the energy a little higher, and that you are welcome in the sense of being yourself, exactly the way you are. You don't need to change anything in your meditation. You're welcome exactly the way you are. So, rootedness and stability, you are emotionally held, and here you are recognized exactly as you are. So when you work with the 3 levels of foundation in the posture, you are actually allowing the posture to become the hub of your experience fully. So refresh your physical posture. Make sure you feel steady. And then gently close your eyes. Bring your focus in the pelvis and use your breath to soften into it. With every exhalation, the sitting bones root down. With every inhalation, you feel that the torso is lifting. There is room for breath. And then you shift your awareness at the level of your diaphragm, of the floating ribs, and you breathe there. You inhale, and when you exhale, have the feeling that you're establishing a sense of rootedness there, and you feel emotionally welcome there. It doesn't matter what you're going through, it doesn't matter what kind of feelings you're holding to, you're always welcome there, at the level of your heart. You can always belong there. You will never be judged, you will never receive any rejection there. So breathe in your heart, breathe at the level of your diaphragm. And take the time to feel that area as the second foundation in the body. Even the shoulder blades are relaxing there. And then gently shift your attention up to the collarbones and the upper palate and soften there. That is the hub of I am, of the feeling of being, is the area of pure consciousness. So you can repeat very silently to yourself, I am. You can feel I am with every inhalation and with every exhalation. And if you sense that your eyes are moving backward, that the back of your head is resting behind you when you do this practice of I am, then that's fine. Remember to use your exhalation to actually root even deeper there. And then with a lot of love and attention, just shift your awareness to your feet. And silently say to yourself, I am present to my feet. Then shift your attention to your legs. I am present to my legs. So whenever you bring your attention to each one of these parts in your body, you're actually digging roots with your focus there. So when you say I'm present to it, you mean that you are taking residence there for a short while. And then shift your focus to your pelvis and sitting bones. I am present to my pelvis and sitting bones. Then bring your focus to your abdomen and stomach and to the inner organs. I am present there. And then shift your attention to your upper body and your arms and hands. I am present to my upper body, to my arms and hands. Remember, every time you shift your focus, you take residence there. That becomes the abode of your practice, even for a couple of seconds. Then shift your awareness to your throat, upper palate, and head. I am present to my throat, my upper palate, and my head. And then shift your attention to the whole body now. From the top of your head down to your feet. From the front of the body to the back of the body. I'm present to my full body, to my whole body. And then finally shift your focus to awareness itself. I'm present to my own awareness. So your whole body becomes the witness of your practice. You're present to your own awareness. Now energetically become aware of these three levels of foundation. The lower level, the middle level, the upper level. You don't need to change anything in your awareness. You just become sensitive again to feel these three levels. And just watch how does this make you feel. Does it stabilize your posture? Does it make you feel that you're held? Does it make you feel that you're steady in your awareness of I am? Stay there for a couple of minutes. And then gently return to your natural breath. Inhale deeply and exhale long. And do it for a few breaths. You can still feel the perfect balance between the front of the body and the back of the body. The perfect balance among the three levels of foundation. Take your time to come out of meditation, and only when you feel ready you can open your eyes again. And please take a couple of minutes to journal right after your practice. If you want to lay down in Shavasana, you can do that too. Actually, I encourage you to do that, which you definitely have to do in your personal practice, because the Shavasana after the meditation practice allows you to have the experience settle in, so the body and the mind absorb the experience in Shavasana. Or you can simply start writing what your experience was during this meditation. In the meantime, I want to read you a couple of the Bhakti Sutras related to posture, in my opinion. So, Sutra number 6 says that spiritual love does not arise from desire because it is of the nature of calming control. Number 7 says this control is the consecration of worldly and sacred activity. Number 8, and in this there is no otherness and disinterest in that which goes against it. Number 9, in this no otherness, there is a relinquishment of all other refuges. In this no otherness, there is relinquishment of all other refuges. What does this mean? It means that when you move within, you realize that the state you're in is the state of calming control. It means that your focus is very steady, without being harsh to yourself. The senses gently move within, and your focus becomes very poised. So when your state is like that, that becomes the consecration of worldly and sacred activity. It means that this state moves from the inside out, so it pours out into your activities during the day. So you feel more steady, you feel more sacred in whatever you do. And in time, you start feeling that maybe you can exercise a little detachment, or you can feel that certain things are meant to go. So you feel that this power is actually helping you to let go of habitual patterns, of something that is not serving you anymore. So in this way, there is no clashing between your inner world and your outer world. You're moving very gently and easefully in and out of this state, always feeling supported from within. This is posture. So posture is not just a physical posture, remember. It is the state that you gain by using your physical posture, establishing and rooting it so that you feel really supported and your state becomes the hub of your experience. Thank you very much for being here, and till next time.